Hello, fellow Catamounts. My name is Todd Kepler, and I recently listened to How I Built This with Guy Raz, and the special guest was Casey Neistat. Now, I knew of Casey, but I didn't know Casey's story. So I put together some of the highlights, and I'm going to share them with you. So let's go ahead and head over to the computer. So, as I said, listen to How I Built This with Guy Raz. Casey was a special guest, and most of us know Casey as a YouTube star, but Casey has actually been a movie producer, a world traveler, obviously a YouTube star, a tech entrepreneur, but what he enjoys most in life is being a father. Now, what's interesting about Casey is that before life as an entrepreneur, he really didn't have a life before being an entrepreneur. He was kicked out of the house at the age of 15. He was a father at the age of 17, worked minimum wage jobs, bounced from friend's house to friend's house, sleeping on their couches, ultimately landed a job as a minimum wage assistant for an artist in New York City. And he purchased a cheap camera, an iMac, and edited home videos with iMovies to kick off his career. Now, what he labeled the camera and the iMac as was tools of empowerment. It gave him ways to express himself. And that allowed him to come up with his product, his idea, his service of being a filmmaker and doing video productions for businesses. Now, the key to those video productions was obviously to go viral. You need to go viral, create creative commercials, do short films, video production, and ultimately land a deal doing reality TV. Qualities essential to his success, what Casey talked about was embracing imposter syndrome, never saying no, and moving forward with extreme confidence. He stated that if he would have known all the work it was going to take to be where he is today, he never would have started. And so embracing that imposter syndrome is about just moving forward, figuring it out as you go, and not being too concerned with what's next. Now, the key moments in his life, I put on here Bill Clinton said yes. And that ultimately came from Tom Sachs' relationship, who led him over to Tom Healy's friend's birthday party. And the Neistat brothers wanted to do an interview with Bill Clinton and have him pitch a joke. Bill Clinton's handlers weren't having it, but ultimately they asked Clinton if he would do it, and he said yes. His first international viral video was iPod's Dirty Secret about how iPod's battery doesn't last more than 18 months. His relationship with Tom Scott, helping finance some mini movies, ultimately led him to land a deal as an HBO show, as the Neistat Brothers, where he and his brother Van would record videos of themselves, basically doing the same home videos. After the show, he worked on his own YouTube channel to where his first viral video was about the New York Police Department giving a hard time about not riding his bike in the bike lane. Nike ultimately reached out to him, said, "We really like the type of work that you're doing, and we would love for you to do commercials for us." And so that led to his famous Nike commercial where he spent $80,000 in 10 days traveling the world promoting their Fitbit type bracelet. His tech entrepreneurship career took him to create an app for Google Glass to essentially do what he was doing with an actual camera, just recording your everyday life and uploading that to social media. Now, he had some challenges in his career. The Google Glass app didn't work so well because it came out about the same time as Instagram's stories, and Instagram stories were better, as Casey stated. And the Neistat Brothers show was canceled on HBO. Ultimately, it was out of their control. But after the Neistat Brothers show was canceled, the brothers split up, and Casey ended up doing work on his own. What I think was really interesting and kind of the key takeaways for me from this podcast was a quote that Casey said. It was the ideation that was exciting for me. He always said that his ideas in marketing were always better than the product. So he was good at creating new ideas, marketing a product, but he wasn't so great about building the product himself. His goal in life was to have his kids graduating college debt free. And that was what he considered his biggest win as a father. When asked about his success and how did he become successful, he said success in his life was due to 99% luck and just living a privileged life. I took it as tapping into being creative and being innovative, always looking for the new thing, the new way, a better way of doing what you were doing yesterday. He said something very interesting about hard work. He said because he felt so lucky and he felt so privileged that it wouldn't be fair for him not to work hard. And so he said that hard work was his payment for the luck that he received. So I challenge you for a discussion. Is luck part of entrepreneurial success? Do you need to be lucky in order to be successful and to achieve your goals as an entrepreneur? What Casey would tell you is let's do it. Thank you for joining me here for a couple minutes. I really appreciate it and look forward to seeing your presentations as well.